The Theragun G4 line has been out for over a year now, and much improvement over the G3 line. But let's see now, with the history of the Theragun and all these new products coming out, is the Theragun G4 still keeping up with the competition? If you want to see the full review on the Theragun, I'm going to leave the link down below. But first, let's look at the usability. The Theraguns are rather large. In fact, here it is compared to another popular massage gun, one that I really love. But it also comes with a rather large case. Now, it's not a huge deal unless you're going to be traveling with it. You're going to start to feel this in your backpack, and you're not going to want to put this in your backpack. Or maybe even lug it around. In fact, the charger is even large and in charge. Look at this. Let me cut over so you can see here. Look at the size comparison of the charger versus the Bob and Brad massage gun. If it's just going to sit at home or sit at the gym, maybe it's not a big deal. One advantage of to the size is the different hand positions you can have. This one's almost too fat to hold on to, even though you can. And I feel like they compromise the angle some with this one. So I don't find myself using these too much, but some people love them. Speaking of charging, the cable is not USB-C. Now, the newer massage guns are coming with USB-C, and someday we will have a world where we only have to carry one cable, especially since the USB-C just raised the standard of amount of power. Now, I can't wait till we get to that world, Apple, but we're not quite there yet. Now, when it comes down to the heads and attachments, they're a little lackluster for me this day and age, especially with massage guns coming with 9 different attachments, some of them, that are pretty unique. Now, it does come with pretty common ones like the blade and then different sizes of points, basically, right? And the bigger they are, the softer they are, all the way down to the point that is pretty firm to dig in. So, very functional, but not really unique, especially for the price point. Theragun did try to remedy this by adding the dual adapters on their website, but for the price point they're coming in and then have to spend another $50 on some heads, that's a little overboard for me. One thing they have led the industry on is the app for their phone that allows you to control the different speeds for your recovery. Now, I kind of appreciate that, the fact that they're able to include that and even control the massage gun speeds, but there's all kinds of YouTube videos out there if you want to learn how to do it yourself and follow along. So, not needed, but they do control the industry on that one. A lot of people turn to the Theragun when they need powerful, the biggest, strongest, baddest massage gun out there. Maybe it's because some of the paid athletes that are using them, I don't know. But here we break power down into speed, amplitude, and stall force. So let's dive in. The speeds are pretty standard across the board on most massage guns. The Theragun Elite here ranges from 1750 all the way up to 2400 beats per minute, which is right in line with most massage guns. But when we look at amplitude, this is where they are leading the charge. Now, this measures 16 millimeters of amplitude. That's how far the head goes in and out on each beat. If you like that hit or slap from a massage gun, the Theragun is one of the top in the game. They have that 16 millimeters of amplitude. That's how far this travels back and forth. Each beat per minute, right, it goes 16 millimeters in. Now, it's kind of like a slap or a punch, and I've personally recommended massage guns all the way down to 7 millimeters of travel, but if it gets too low, it just kind of starts shaking the skin. Theragun is at the top with a few others that are at 16 millimeters, but that is kind of the punch. But do not let that confuse you with stall force. So amplitude is that initial slap, but stall force is the amount of pressure it takes to actually stall the motor as you dig in deep. Now, Theragun did rank pretty high on our personal testing, where I used a bathroom scale and I pushed down until the motor stopped. On multiple massage guns, I averaged it out. Now, I've used over 60 plus massage guns, and this graph is showing you some of the toughest, strongest ones when it comes to stall force. So just because the numbers are low on this scale, they're still pretty high and ones I definitely recommend. I just have to tell you, do not believe all the numbers that the marketing tells you. Some massage guns say that they're really strong in stall force, but make sure you watch a review. We have all kinds of reviews on our channel or other channels. Go check them out. Do your research. Make sure you're getting one that is right for you. Now, before we dive into the noise and value that the Theragun brings in 2021, if you want to support this channel and keep these honest reviews coming, you can use the link down below to buy me a cup of coffee or tonight's caffeine of choice, which is Bang Cotton Candy. I absolutely love that flavor. Or also the, thumbs up button and subscribe button are totally free as well and really helps our channel out. So thank you. The Theragun G3s have quiet force technology in them, and they show on their website that it's significantly quieter than the previous massage guns, which is great, but they're still significantly loud if you ask me. So let me just turn this on so you can hear it. Okay? Now this microphone's right here, just so you know. This is on high. Okay, let me turn that off. Let me show you this Bob and Brad on high. Hear the difference? And when you measure it, this is actually 4 times louder. Because if I start whispering, you can still hear me over this. But when I keep whispering, and I turn on the Theragun, you can't quite hear me as well, right? So in normal conversations, this one can't really be used as often, which means if you can't use it as often, you can't recover as often. So keep that in mind. Now, I'm all for paying for a product that's more expensive as long as it brings the value. And Theragun has a lot of things going for it, especially with the app and amplitude, but it also is very expensive. And this comes in right around $400. To put that in perspective, you can buy almost 6 of the Bob and Brad ones, which I personally use and recommend, for the price of 1 of these, right? Now, that's a tough call, and it doesn't have, or like the Bonder that has the extendable handle that's removable so you can reach hard-to-reach places, or the Sport Near that comes with some of the metal tips, and it's quiet and strong and powerful. You saw that one on the graph. So small, light, affordable, So let me know what you think down below. In 2021, is the Theragun still keeping up? I'd like to see it a little smaller, a little quieter, a little more affordable. Leave questions down below. Till next time, thanks for watching.